The word of the Lord came to Jonah, son of Amittai. Go to the great city of Nineveh and preach against it, because its wickedness has come up before me. But Jonah ran away from the Lord and headed for Tarshish. He went down to Joppa, where he found a ship bound for that port. After paying the fare, he went aboard and sailed for Tarshish to flee from the Lord. Then the Lord sent a great wind on the sea, and such a violent storm arose that the ship threatened to break up. The sailors were terrified, and each cried out to his own God. But Jonah had gone below deck, where he lay down and fell into a deep sleep. The sailors said to each other, "Come, let us cast lots to find out who is responsible for this calamity." The lot fell on Jonah. So they asked him, "What have you done?" Jonah confessed that he was fleeing from the Lord. "Pick me up and throw me into the sea," he said, "and it will become calm." Reluctantly, the sailors threw Jonah overboard, and the raging sea grew calm. But the Lord provided a great fish to swallow Jonah, and Jonah was inside the fish 3 days and 3 nights. From inside the fish, Jonah prayed to the Lord his God. In his distress, Jonah prayed to the Lord, saying, "In my distress I called to the Lord, and he answered me. From deep in the realm of the dead I called for help, and you listened to my cry." Jonah repented, acknowledging God's mercy and salvation. And the Lord commanded the fish, and it vomited Jonah onto dry land. Jonah was saved, and he knew he had been given a second chance to fulfill God's command. Then the word of the Lord came to Jonah a second time. "Go to the great city of Nineveh and proclaim to it the message I give you." Jonah obeyed the word of the Lord and went to Nineveh. The city was so large that it took 3 days to go through it. Jonah began by going a day's journey into the city, proclaiming, "40 more days and Nineveh will be overthrown." The Ninevites believed God. A fast was proclaimed, and all of them from the greatest to the least put on sackcloth and repented of their sins. When God saw what they did and how they turned from their evil ways, he relented and did not bring on them the destruction he had threatened. But Jonah was displeased and angry. The Lord gently reminded Jonah of his compassion and mercy, saying, "Should I not have concern for the great city of Nineveh, in which there are more than 120,000 people who cannot tell their right hand from their left?"